Dana White announced a couple fights that are coming up like 2 days ago. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking them down and giving my predictions on who I think is going to win each one of those fights. Before I get started, these fights are actually insane. Like, there's one, UFC 322 is actually insane. I'm so excited for this card. I am in shock on how good these upcoming months are going to be in the UFC. So let's get right into the video with the next upcoming fight that I am so hyped for that Dana White just announced. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista. This fight is kind of common sense in my opinion, okay? Umar Nurmagomedov is going to win, okay? Bautista, he's a beast. Obviously, everyone knows he's a beast. But he fought not that good of guys, okay? Now, I get you where you guys are going to come from. Like, Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo's a beast. Obviously, he's a legend. But recent Jose Aldo, he's good. Definitely. But Jose Aldo, I could debate that he won that fight. It goes both ways. I could debate that he won that fight. So, Jose got screwed in that fight, okay? And then, Patchy Mix is ass, okay? He sucks. In Bellator, he was great. Now he sucks, though. So, he hasn't really been that good of guys. He's fought other guys than that. And his striking is very good. Don't get me wrong. His striking is very good. And his grappling is pretty decent. His jiu-jitsu is pretty good. But he hasn't fought a guy like Umar Nurmagomedov. Watching Umar Nurmagomedov against Corey Sandhagen, he beat Corey Sandhagen, obviously. Went all 5 rounds. Umar's went all 5 rounds, and he does really good, okay? He won against Merab Dvalishvili. He obviously lost that fight. If you watch the first 3 rounds, he was piecing up Merab, clocking him, beating him in every way, okay? The pace got to Umar, okay, with Merab. Merab's pace got to Umar, and that's why he lost. Skill for skill, he's better than Merab. I believe that if Umar had a rematch against Merab, he could beat him, okay? He has the best chance to beat him out of anybody in that weight class. But Mario is not going to beat Umar. Umar's a much better grappler, much better wrestler, obviously. It's common sense. Jiu-jitsu, much better. Striking is where it's a little more comparable, but Umar, I still give the edge to, 100%. He has better cardio, better pace. He's more mentally strong. He's just all around a better fighter, and I see him going in there and dominating Mario. I think he honestly could come out with the submission. Umar could knock him out too. You never know. Umar's striking is very underrated. He's very fucking good striking. The best Dagestanian striker out there ever. I definitely see him finishing Mario. Mario is decently durable though, so if it does go all the rounds, I wouldn't be surprised, okay? But I definitely give this fight to Umar Nurmagomedov, and I feel like everyone basically should because kind of common sense to me, you know what I mean? Mario, good fighter against the lower guys on the top 15 rankings. Higher guys, can't see him beating, and this is a stylistic nightmare for Mario. So that's why I give this 100% to Umar Nurmagomedov, okay? Moving on to the next fight that was announced on UFC 322. Carlos Prates versus Leon Edwards. This fight is common sense, okay? Carlos is going to kill Leon Edwards. Knockout. Predicting it right now. Quote me on it. Knockout. He's knocking him out. First of all, this fight grappling is not going to even exist in this fight. They're not going to even do nothing. The most they would do is clinch. They're not going to grapple. They're not wrestling. They're not submitting each other. That's not fucking happening. Neither of them have really good wrestling, okay? Carlos has really good takedown defense, and Leon does too. So they're not going to shoot on each other. This is going to be a straight kickboxing match. Who's better on the feet? Carlos is 1,000 times better on the feet than Leon Edwards is. Leon Edwards has not been good lately. Obviously, as everyone knows. I mean, the dude lost to Bilal Muhammad. He lost to Sean Brady. Like, he's not beating Carlos Prates. Those are good guys I just named, by the way. I mean, they're not bad fighters, but Carlos Prates is just better on the feet. He'll break Leon Edwards down in every single way. First off, let's start with their Muay Thai. Carlos Prates obviously has better elbows, better knees. I could see a knee dropping Leon. Leon, his cardio is very average. I think he gets very worn down. Obviously, that's usually against wrestlers. But I see Carlos breaking Leon down in every way that he could find. Carlos is a nerd for a reason. Those leg kicks are brutal. Leon is not very light on his lead leg. Kinda, but not really. He could chop that lead leg out. And Leon is southpaw. Carlos is going to chop that leg down. Okay, he's going to chop that leg down badly. I could see him just overall outboxing Leon. Okay. Carlos is a good counterpuncher. He likes to pressure too, though. Leon is not that good of a pressure. He doesn't do that a lot. He's going to get backed up, okay? But the counterpunch is not going to be there against Carlos. Carlos is going to shut that down, and I see him knocking Leon out with his boxing or his knees, his kicks, elbows, literally anything. If they get in the clinch, Leon's even more screwed because Carlos has the height on him, and he's got those knees like I just said. His clinch works really good. This fight, I can't see being close. Leon is not at the level that he used to be when he was champion. He's not there anymore, okay? Even though kickboxing is what he's stronger at, Carlos is stronger than Leon at Muay Thai kickboxing, whatever you want to call it. He's way stronger. So Leon Edwards is not beating Carlos on the feet, and that's where it's going to be the whole fight. So good luck to Leon. Leon's either going to get pieced up and being down for the whole fight, or Carlos is going to finish him. I think Carlos is going to finish him, though. That's my prediction. Come back to this video once that fucking happens. I'm predicting it early, okay? Easy prediction, easy money. Moving on to the next fight. Weill Zhang versus Valentina Shevchenko. This fight is probably the closest one out of all these fights that I'm predicting. Okay. Zhang is very insanely strong. Valentina is usually heavier, but now they're fighting at the same weight class. Zhang is insanely strong. You see her pick up, was it Shaq, I think? Yeah, you see her pick up Shaq? Like, bro, she's strong. She's going to be stronger in this fight. Believe it or not, she's going to be stronger. 100%. Kickboxing, you obviously got to give it to Valentina, but Weill is not a pushover on the feet. I think she's really going to compete. And on the ground, honestly, I'll give it to Weill. Valentina's not a pushover. She has decent wrestling, decent jiu-jitsu. But it's not going to beat Weill on the ground. I give this fight 100% to Weill Zhang. 100%. On the feet, I think that Valentina's going to be too worried about that shot that Weill is going to take. I think Weill would just outwork her, and I think she's going to outskill her. I know a lot of people were saying that Valentina is way stronger. That's not going to be an issue in this fight. I think Weill Zhang is way stronger than Valentina. She's going to show her the levels, okay? They're both one of the greats in the women's divisions ever. Both of them are. But Weill Zhang is going to outwork her, beat her. I see this fight going all 5 rounds, though. I don't see this fight being finished at all. Weill Zhang has fought much harder competition in the past, has done better against much harder competition. Valentina, any hard competition she fought, she lost. Okay, that's just facts. You can go look at her record, go look at her resume. She's lost to every good person, and that's not going to change against Weill Zhang. Weill Zhang's way better on the ground. She's going to dominate her on the ground. If it goes back to the feet, Valentina is obviously insane on the feet. Her leg kicks are fucking scary, bro. Probably one of the best leg kicks I've ever seen in the UFC. But that won't mean anything against Weill because Weill's not a pushover on the feet. She'll definitely hold her own. And that takedown threat of Weill will get Valentina a little hesitant. And we've seen that in fights in the past. We will have to see, though. Even if she's not hesitant, I still see Weill Zhang beating her in every way, in every aspect of the fight. So I 100% give that fight to Weill Zhang, guys. Come back once I'm right with that fight, too. Weill Zhang will go down as the GOAT once she retires. I'm calling it, okay? And then moving on to the main event of UFC 322. Jack Della Maddalena, JDM versus Islam Makhachev. This fight is common fucking sense. Islam Makhachev is winning 100%, 10 times out of 10. Islam Makhachev has way better grappling, way better wrestling and jiu-jitsu. JDM has good takedown defense, but it won't mean shit against Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev is going to take him down and dominate him. JDM has good and decent reversals. Like I said, it will work against Islam. A lot of people are using the excuse that JDM's bigger, way stronger. Islam's not used to the size difference, fighting much bigger guys than him. Well, guess what? Islam's going to be like 195 soon. He's like 192 last time I checked. He's huge. He's big, and he has to cut down to 170, guys. Trust me, the weight's not going to be a problem. Islam's always been stronger for his weight class. He's going to be a tank at welterweight, and I think welterweight's his natural weight class that he needs to be at, because that's just for him. Islam Makhachev will outstrike Jack Della Maddalena. He will outstrike Jack Della Maddalena Quote me on this, clip it, I don't care. He's gonna outstrike Jack Della Maddalena. Come back when that happens, it's gonna happen. You watch JDM against Belal Muhammad. Belal Muhammad held his own, okay? Held his own because of that takedown threat. He held his own. He honestly pieced JDM up a couple times. How do you think that's gonna go with Islam? Look at Belal Muhammad's grappling, Islam Makhachev's grappling. Who has better grappling? Islam Makhachev, okay? You look at their striking. Who is better striking? Belal Muhammad or Islam Makhachev? Islam Makhachev, common fucking sense, okay? You look at JDM, how he did against Belal. It's going to be much worse for him against Islam. I know he ended up winning against Belal, but trust me, it's going to be way worse for him against Islam. Islam Makhachev is going to submit Jack Della Maddalena. He's going to submit him 100%. He's going to outstrike him, take him down. JDM has a lot of things he needs to work on the ground. He'll definitely beat him on the ground. On the feet, I don't think it'll be too far off, but Jack Della Maddalena is definitely going to lose to Islam on the feet. Come back once Islam is the new welterweight champion, guys. I'm telling you guys to come back because I'm so confident in my picks, guys. He is going to win. Islam Makhachev is going to dominate the welterweight division. Everyone's using the sides thing as an excuse. That's not an excuse. He's going to beat everybody. Okay? So you got to give that fight to Islam Makhachev. I don't got to go any further to talk about it. He submitted one of the best jiu-jitsu guy ever in Charles Oliveira. He knocked out Alexander Volkanovski. I know it was on short notice, but he's still one of the best strikers. Most well-rounded guys to ever do it. Okay? He out-wrestled Arman Sarukian, a great wrestler. He's beat everybody in their own craft. What makes you guys think he's going to lose to JDM on the feet? I don't know. I don't know what world anyone else is in, but it's common sense to me. And then moving on to a fight on a different card, but this fight is fire, guys. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. Brandon Moreno is coming out with the W, guys, okay? You know what I mean? He's coming out with the W. He's winning. Tatsuro is on the come up. He just beat Hyun Sung Park, okay? That guy, average. He's beat shitty guys. He beat the shit out of the shitty guys, but Tatsuro made him look like an amateur. Dude wasn't even in the top 15 ranking. He wasn't even supposed to fight him. Okay, I want to see him fight Amir. Didn't happen. That would have really shown, that would have given me a better analysis on how he do against Brandon, okay? But who knows, whatever. Brandon Moreno has fought much harder competition. He's been champion before. He's been in championship fights. Tatsuro fought a really good guy once, Brandon Royval, lost. Okay, lost a split decision. It was decently close though, so I'm not like pushing him over and saying like it'll be easy for Brandon. It definitely won't be easy. But Brandon is a better boxer than Tatsuro, better on the feet. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Tatsuro is not better on the feet than Brandon. Better wrestler. I will say Tatsuro may have better jiu-jitsu, but Brandon Moreno's wrestling is going to overpower Tatsuro, anything that he has on the ground. Okay, I think Tatsuro is going to be very surprised at how good Brandon Moreno's wrestling actually is. He's a very well-rounded fighter. He has that Mexican mentality. He's going in there to win, and I can see him either finishing Tatsuro or I don't know if it's going to be a finish. I can see him more likely going to the distance. But Brandon Moreno's objective to win, he's going to go in there. He's going to outbox Tatsuro. Tatsuro, I can't see going to the ground or trying to go to the ground. I see him wanting to strike the whole fight. Brandon Moreno's going to be able to strike. He's been able to strike with the best ever, okay, in the flyweight division. He's struck with everybody. His chin is amazing. He's going to go out there and outstrike Tatsuro Taira. Quote me on it. I know Tatsuro has great kicks, very explosive. I don't care. Brandon's boxing is another level, and his kicks are pretty good too. And then Brandon Moreno's grappling is so much better than Tatsuro. Tatsuro does have good jiu-jitsu. I know he just beat Park with a neck crank. That's fucking Park, okay? His grappling wasn't even that good at all. Brandon Moreno is by far the best guy that he's ever going to fight so far, okay? Brandon Royval is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, a black belt. Brandon Moreno, way better than Brandon Royval, way better grappling. You know what I mean? All I gotta say. He's gonna overpower him. He's obviously ranked higher for a reason. Tatsuro, I think, is jumping the gun. I think he needs to fight Amir before he even would touch anybody higher than that. Tatsuro is definitely gonna lose this fight. I think everyone's getting all excited because he's coming up. He's beating everybody. Look at who he's beating. Look who he lost to. One guy that's actually really good beat all these cans, okay? He's not fucking winning. He's not beating Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno's coming out with the W, 100% honest truth, okay? So that's my predictions for this video, guys. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree with my predictions. I feel like they're all common sense. This is easy money, guys. Easy money to bet on these fights. If you want to get money, bet on my predictions, guys. Trust. And you won't lose anything, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And come back to this video, like I said a ton of times, when I am right with every single one of these predictions, okay? So like I said, thank you for watching again, and please have a blessed rest of your guys' night.